Alanna Moore with your News in 90. Alanna Moore with your News in 90. 12 more Florida firefighters are expected to arrive in California today. Alanna Moore with your News in 90. A new resource will now make it easier for people to navigate the court system and tedious paperwork in Alachua County.
Due to heavy rain, Paynes Prairie is experiencing high water. The prairie is 22,000 acres and only about a fourth is relatively dry. Rangers are focusing resource management on the dry sections and say this is a chance to see animals that are normally harder to find, like wild horses and bison.
It's a really unique experience. I hope folks kind of enjoy it for the opportunity that it is and not see it as a burden. You know, it's actually something really special that only a few people really get to see in the grand scheme of things.
As you can see behind me, the flooding is almost to the road with additional flooding in the parking areas. This is the highest on record here at Paynes Prairie.
Some trails are closed due to the high water, but Highway 441 is still open for now. Heather Gostin looks at the high water as a positive because it means the water table is full and there's no winter drought.
We had a rainy summer. Our average in December is typically 2.5 inches. We got almost 10 inches of rain, so it has just been wet, wet, wet.
Gostin says she's not sure when the water will dry up, since the prairie is basically a lake bed and has been an actual lake for several years at a time in the past. Alanna Moore, WUFT News. Desmond Walker is a Gainesville resident with a rich family history. Her grandfather, Collins Duncan, and his brother started their own funeral home over 60 years ago when Gainesville was still in a time of segregation. Their safe haven of Fifth Avenue and Pleasant Street gave them a place where they could celebrate their heritage.
A lot of times my grandfather and even my mother, who's considerably younger than my grandfather, do reminisce about what Fifth Avenue was. Because in addition to it just being a place of commerce and business, it was also a place that carried with it a lot of pride.
Collins is a man who remembers how tough the times were for people of color and is proud of their vibrant history in the district. That's why when Community Redevelopment Agency project manager Jessica Leonard took over the Heritage Trail project in 2016, she wanted to make it into something beautiful.
So I'm very protective over it because I want it to be the true treasure it can be for the community. It's been a long time coming.
The 10-year project is almost coming to life. Leonard says they are still in the preliminary stages but hope to have the project completed by the end of this year. Heritage Trail will be an interactive walking trail where explorers can grab a map and take a walk through history. Multiple corners of the streets between Fifth Avenue and Pleasant Street will have various markers, each with a story to tell. The trail will begin at the A. Quinn Jones Museum. Leonard wants Heritage Trail to be a place to honor and learn about the culture of Pleasant Street District in Gainesville. Walker and her family are excited to share their story with the community. Alanna Moore, WUFT News.
College concept.
Bill Olander has owned Gators Plus, a local gator apparel store in Gainesville, since 1984. When he first opened the store, he wanted to create a business that would cater to the fans and students that entered his store.
One thing when you run your own business, first of all, you have to know pretty much what your clientele wants.
And for the past 34 years, that's exactly what he's done.
Good job.
Fans flood his store during the fall season, and he does okay the rest of the year as well. But being a small business is not always easy. That is why Bill is registered with the Office of Equal Opportunity. These resources include consulting with professionals in their field, seeing what services the city needs, and a platform to promote their business. The office has added over 100 businesses to their database since 2015, according to the Interim Office of Equal Opportunity Director, Dr. Bridget Lee.
This program is necessary. It's necessary because we want to make sure that everyone in the community, no matter if it's a small business, minority business, a woman-owned business, a service-disabled, veteran-owned business, that everyone has access to the same information at the same time.
The growing amount of small businesses in Gainesville has helped the office improve their programs by building partnerships with the U.S. Small Business Administration and the Santa Fe Center for Innovation and Economic Development. Lee says small businesses like Gators Plus are what keep the city thriving.
Oh, it's very rewarding. It gives you kind of a sense of pride that you could stay in business that long.
Alanna Moore, WUFT News.